What's up YouTube, Day Heavens of 4 Games. We're here with James again, and James is bringing us an updated Tin Dangle deck profile.
Even though I brought it like a week ago or so, yeah.
Oh, we haven't had it with all the new
jazzies
from Flames of Destructions. So it'll be interesting to see the new jazzies and the way it works. So James, take it away from us.
Okay, so... Ooh. There we go. There we go. Line everything up a bit better. Una and Titus there. Anyway, so start off with the monsters. We start off with the new Tin Dangle Trinity. One of the nastiest cards in the sneak peek because of the fact that once it's flipped up, Tin Dangle monsters cannot be destroyed by battle. Which meant it itself couldn't have been destroyed by battle and just sat there. But its main flip effect is Flip Effect Special Summon 1 Tin Dangle Base Gardener. This Base Gardener being the card most of the deck revolves around, being in grave. So to get it out onto the field, to then be able to use it to link summon, or to get it to do anything else is very strong. If this Tin Dangle monsters cannot be destroyed by battle, if this card is sent to graveyard as link material for the link summon of a Tin Dangle monster, the only one we've got so far, you can add one the Gorgonite's End from your deck to your hand, and if you do, send one spell or trap card from your deck to the graveyard. You can only use each effect of it once per turn. It is a hard once per turn. Which means that with the introduction of Trinity, we only need 2 Base Gardener, because Base Gardener can be a bit cloggy. It's nice to summon it out, but you kind of want to Foolish Burial it away if you haven't already got an intruder in graveyard, or you just summon it with Trinity, so it's not as important to have at 3. We then have 3 Tin Dangle Angle to trigger some people some more. I know it's Angel, but come on. Flip it, special summon from hand or graveyard in face down defense position, 1 flip monster. If you do this during the battle phase, it ends the battle phase. Only activate its effect once per turn. So that's a fairly nice one. Then got Protector at 3. Protector, once it flips, you can flip up monsters into face up defense position from face down defense position, or set position even. And if all 3 or up to all the monsters that you flipped were Tin Dangle monsters, you can add that many cards. So if you flip 1, add 1 Tin Dangle card from deck, flip 3, add 3 cards. So this is your little draw engine. You've got Tin Dangle Hound, 3 of them. This one is your big beat stick monster. Flip it face up, target 1 monster on the field, flip that face down, and then gain attack equal to the original attack of the monster that was flipped face down, being 2/5 to begin with. Means that this is going to become your big beat stick. Each monster that is link summoned, that is linked, or so if we were to have Cerberus there, Cerberus would lose 1,000 for everything it points to, and the monsters that it points to will lose 1,000 each as well. So this one is big beat stick, reduce attack, beat over for game. Got Tin Dangle Intruder, flip it up, add 1 Tin Dangle card from your deck to your hand. If this is in your graveyard and you special set a monster, you must special set summon this card. from your graveyard, if you can, if you've got the space. Then we've got 3 Spirit of the Fall Wind. Spirit of the Fall Wind allows you to add Flip Monster, seeing as Base Gardener is the only other card so far that isn't Flip Monster. It kind of makes sense to use this, and I normally like to use this before activating my ritual spell to bring out the Prediction Princess Territory, who will, at the end of the turn, special set 1 Flip Monster from hand or graveyard. Also, once per turn, you can target 1 face-down monster on the field, flip it into face-up attack position, or target 1 face-up monster on the field, change it to face-down defense position. Really speeds up the deck, is a must-have in the deck. One of the Gorgon's End, it's a very specific card, and it's searchable again via the Tindangle, the latest Tindangle Trinity effect. So you don't really want to be seeing this in hand, but target 1 Tindangle link monster you control. Equip this card to it. It cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, so it makes it completely indestructible, which is very nice. Also, your opponent cannot target it with card effects, even better. Once per turn, if there are monsters in all zones that this monster equipped to points to, if there are still monsters in all zones equipped monster points to when it battles. Sorry, very new card. Having to learn it literally